It's ridiculous that we say we live in a free society when all we do is just vote the same big government-loving, lying dipshits into office every time without fail. That just blows my mind. You know what the problem is? People grow up buying whatever their parents tell them and end up as nothing more than mindless drones who believe every goddamn thing that Rush Limbaugh or Keith Olbermann or whatever pundit they like tells them. I mean, seriously, if you sit down and think issues through just to yourself, are you really going to come to the conclusion that everything one party supports is good and the other one is always wrong? Come on, grow a fucking spine and decide for yourself. Like, I'm a libertarian and I agree with most of the ideas and policies that guys like John Stossel or Ron Paul talk about, but there's definitely things out there that I don't agree with, like that we don't have a right to decent health care or that we should just shit can all foreign aid, at least at any time coming up in the near future. Just because what most of these guys say makes a lot of sense to me doesn't mean I buy into all of it just because they're them. I mean, that's what leads to totalitarian government. Like, if restricting yourself to just believing whatever these guys say isn't the opposite of freedom, I don't know what is. Like, I don't think a lot of conservatives would still be against things like gay marriage or legalizing weed if they didn't feel like they had to just buy into their own party. Same with liberals and just the shit that's going on with Syria. As against military action as they used to be, I really don't think they'd buy into that if, say, George Bush did it, but because Obama's doing it, they always have to run to his defense. Instead of just sitting there and thinking, maybe this guy's not perfect. And for the people who are going to hate on this and make excuses, just look at the past 12 years. We have one of the most hardcore liberal presidents you could think of in office. There's a dime's worth of difference between what's happening now and what happened when Bush was in charge. What does that tell you? Don't stop and think, let's try something new. Maybe a different political party. Or, better yet, get rid of political parties altogether. Yeah, that's a great idea. Make people stop being a bunch of lazy bastards and actually think for themselves. Pick candidates against each other without smacking some label on them, and just pick the guy you agree with most. Not just blindly jumping on the bandwagon of someone based on whether they're a jackass or a circus animal. Really. Subscribe.